Dum da dum da dum da dum da da da. Dum da dum da dum da dum da 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 da. To the room, passing out $100 bills, and it kills and it thrills like the horns on my Silverado grill. And I buy the bar a double round of Crown, and everybody's getting down in this town. Ain't never gonna be the same, 'cause I saddle up my horse and I ride into the city. I make a lot of noise 'cause the girls, they are so pretty. Riding up and down Broadway on my old stud Leroy, and the girls say, save a horse, ride a cowboy. Everybody says, save a horse, ride a cowboy. Well, I don't give a dang about nothing. I'm singing and bling-blinging while the girls are drinking. Long necks down, and I wouldn't trade old Leroy or my Chevrolet for your Escalade or your freak parade. I'm the only John Wayne left in this town. And I saddle up my horse and I ride into the city. I make a lot of noise 'cause the girls, they are so pretty. Riding up and down Broadway on my old stud Leroy, and the girls say, save a horse, ride a cowboy. Everybody says, save a horse, ride a cowboy.
I wish my dad were alive to meet you today, and I really mean that. Okay. Since Big Red, who's the best horse you've seen since him?
Well, I think Spectacular Bid was a great horse. I think that if they didn't try to break the record and try to win by a lot and move so soon, I think he'd have probably won. We're out there, he says, to break the record. You know, he's better than Secretary.
Who said that?
Ronnie Franklin.
And said that to who? Or he was just speaking of it? He said it to you, he's going to break the record.
Yeah, he was the greatest horse. That's what his orders was. And Delph believed he's the best horse that ever looked through a bridle. I said, well, you should worry about winning the race. Never mind the record. They come after. And that's the record are made to be broken.
Right.
So I thought he was a great horse.
Okay, so did Secretariat feel any different to you that day than he did for any of his other races? Did he give you any clue that eruption was going to happen?
Well, I was very, very confident in him because he had worked good for the race.
Better than the Derby or Preakness? They were both sensational efforts.
No, but the thing is, we had 1 week more in between, so we could put longer work in him, which he needed to go a mile and a half.
My favorite horse is Seattle Slew, and yet no one's going to beat Secretariat that day. It was the greatest performance of all time. Did you have any inkling that was coming?
Well, I was looking for something extraordinary because the way he trained.
And you were going for the record?
Not necessarily, no.
You really? Because people were saying, well, Ronnie did go for the record. What about the Sports Illustrated photo where they see you looking towards the infield at the clock? You weren't looking at the clock when you turned to the infield.
Yeah, I look at the clock, what the clock stopped at. But I saw we broke record all the way down the lane.
You knew it.
But he was breaking record, going pretty well within him.
I'm a thoroughbred, that's what she said in the back of my truck bed as I was getting buzzed on suds out on some backcountry road. We were flying high, fine as wine, having ourselves a big and rich time, and I was going just about as far as she'd let me go. But her evaluation of my cowboy reputation had me begging for salvation all night long. So I took her out gigging frogs, introduced her to my old bird dog, and sang her every Willie Nelson song I can think of, and we made love. Then I saddle up my horse and I ride into the city. I make a lot of noise 'cause the girls, they are so pretty. Riding up and down Broadway on my old stud
don't even need to give an introduction to this man, Ron Turcotte, rider of Secretariat, Triple Crown winner. We're so glad to have you here. You're going to be the presenter of the Secretariat Stakes here. But in 1973, the Belmont Stakes, when you won by 31 lengths on Secretariat, how did that feel?
Well, you know, it's been 36 years, and I haven't found any words to describe it yet.
Are you?
As far as being in Arlington Park to present a trophy, it's a great pleasure to be at Arlington Park again. It's a place I always like to come here and ride.
Absolutely. So there you heard Ron Turcotte, infamous jockey here. I'm so glad that you're here, and the Secretariat Stakes up next.
Everybody says, save a horse, ride a cowboy. Dum da da dum da da dum da da dum da 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 da. Dum da da dum da da dum da da dum da 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 da. To the room, passing out $100 bills, and it kills and it thrills like the horns on my Silverado grill. And I buy the bar a double round of Crown, and everybody's getting down in this town. Ain't never gonna be the same, 'cause I saddle up my horse and I